Tim McGraw's, I like it. I love it. 8:10, hi from Ichabod and the Waking Crew. All right, this is a listener of ours who's doggone thankful. We heard, we caught wind of what happened to him. Derrick Young, he works for Mayflower. How appropriate is that we talked to him around Thanksgiving? And the Maple Valley Fire Department. But just by way of setting this up, by the way, Randy and I were able to visit with him last week when it was convenient, so I'm playing it back. But he basically, I think it was about 2 years ago, he got colon cancer. It was pretty darn serious, and the polyps and all of that. And then their home burnt down. Then their daughter was born with a couple of tumors. And then in June of just this last year, that's when he flatlined. First had a stroke and then flatlined on the way to the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, in the interview, he mentions the Power Team. Let me explain who that is. They're a group of guys that go around to churches, and they're committed to their faith, and but they're really bulky, big guys. They break stuff, and
I've seen them on TV.
Yeah, lift up heavy things, and then and at the same time minister. So that's their deal. Anyway, with that said, we ask Derrick, basically, how's he doing?
It's been a rough couple of years, but we're just thanking God that we're turning the corner here.
Well, so
were you starting to feel a little bit like Job there for a while?
As a matter of fact, yes, I have. And boy, there's a few comparisons there. We kind of are at the point right now where we've been through the thick and thin, and we're just thanking God that we made it to the other side.
You know, that's funny. The story about Job, I was talking to somebody about that actually the other day. It's funny that came up because so many people think that's such a depressing story. When you hear the name Job, it's such a depressing thing. Man, that guy just got his ass beat. But in reality, you step back and you read it, and he's a pretty inspirational dude.
Wow.
I mean, talk about complete devoted to his faith.
Yes.
Never gave up.
Never gave up.
And that's pretty much our story. Throughout all those deals, I made a life change 9 years ago, where I decided that me and my house, we're going to serve God. We're going to do the best that we can every day. And it seems as though once that decision was made, life altered for us.
That's when the tests start.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people think once you make choices to do the right thing and whatnot, your life just gets happy and hunky-dory.
There you go.
It doesn't happen that way. No. You know, life still happens. The difference is that you have the character and the integrity to make the right choices when those obstacles do come up.
So you came through the colon cancer. You're cancer free. How's Josephine, your daughter?
My daughter is perfect. She's absolutely perfect. She's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. She's already talking and running around, and she's just absolute joy.
Wow. Now, let's go back to June of just this last year when you had the stroke and you flatlined on the way to Harborview. You were dead for 96 seconds. You don't remember dying, do you?
No.
You have no memory of that? You don't know? You don't
have absolutely no memory of that.
God,
you didn't have one of those go to the light kind of moments or anything like that? I mean...
No, I didn't. You know, I feel kind of ripped off, actually.
So you got you came back from all of this.
Well, let me tell you. I'll do very quickly. That Thursday night, by the end of that evening, I was just like, okay, if this is the way it's got to be, this is it. That next day, two gentlemen from the Power Team, of which I'm also a part of, came and prayed for me, laid hands on me. 4 hours later, after they prayed for me, I walked out of that hospital.
You are kidding. But it was a stroke on one whole side of your body.
Correct. Completely paralyzed. Earlier that morning, the only thing I was able to do was to raise my index finger.
Well, we got to get the number of the Power Team. Well, Derrick, you had something that Job didn't do, because I don't think Job died during it all either. So you even have your own book you could write here.
You know, it's amazing. It is amazing. Life has been incredible since that moment.
How's it been different? What if you could boil it down to like one thing, what has been the most important change that you've seen in that
year? Never had a bummer day since.
I bet not, but
you know what? It changed my character. It's changed my hope. To be honest with you, it almost might have been a little bit easier before the stroke because of one fact. God was just a belief system before this. God is now a reality to me now. I've been touched by God. And so I feel now that there is no more compromising. There's no more negotiating. It's not a belief. It's now a reality.
Wow. Well, Derrick, if we ever find ourselves, and we hope to God we won't find ourselves in a similar situation, I want you and the power team right there for all of us.
We'll be there.
Hey, thanks for visiting with us, Derrick.
Hey, you bet. Thank you for your time.
You bet. Bye-bye.